Everything that I thought was happening is not happening, and I was completely wrong. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another update for you guys. I know that you all have been wondering how I'm doing since I gave you really good news about my last video, which was me getting a negative pregnancy test and a almost positive ovulation test. But unfortunately, I have to break that good news for you guys because it is not like that. Everything that I thought was happening is not happening, and I was completely wrong. My body is playing huge games with me, and I'm really over it. I'm exhausted. We're going on 6 weeks of this whole journey, and I am just done. I'm over it. I'm done. I don't want to do this ever again. I want to bring you guys all the way back to the beginning of what I'm talking about. If you guys hear some background noise, it's my daughter. She's playing right next to me. We just took a shower together and we're getting ready for bed, and I wanted to get this video up. Well, not get this video up, but I wanted to get this video recorded so that tomorrow I could just not have to keep explaining to everybody. So the video that I made for you guys, I was really excited that my HCG had obviously dropped because the pregnancy test wasn't picking it up, and then I took an ovulation test and it was almost positive. So since that video, I was taking a OPK, which is an ovulation test, every morning or every late morning around lunchtime, and they were dark, and I figured that I would be ovulating soon. I kept taking them, and then today was the 6th day that I took an OPK, and one of my friends that I met here on YouTube, me and her were basically just waiting for our positives to come together, and I noticed that I had 6 days of positive tests, and usually for me, I always get like a almost positive ovulation test, and then as soon as I get that, the next day I'll get a surging really dark one, and then my surge goes down. But I noticed that I was surging for such a long time, and that was just not normal. So not one of my friends, but somebody on a group chat that I'm on for trying to conceive said, why don't you just take a HCG test, because pregnancy can also cause your OPKs to be positive, which I knew that, but I was like, why would I be pregnant? I don't even think my body's ovulated. It's ovulating right now. So I went ahead and took an HCG test this morning, and with the P that I had taken my OPK with, I saved it for some reason. I don't know why, but I do that weird stuff. So I did the HCG test, and it was very faint. It came back very faint, and I was like, what the hell? I got a negative last week. Why is this one very faint but positive? So that would make sense why my OPKs have been staying the same every single day. Either one, I was still having tissue from my miscarriage still in my body and it hadn't gone through all the way, or 2, I was pregnant again with a new pregnancy. So I was freaking out all morning, this could be a pregnancy, because we did have unprotected you know what, and I was like, oh, I could be pregnant, this could be a new pregnancy. I was really thinking that it was. So I called my doctor. Well, I didn't call my doctor. I just went ahead and went down to the doctor's and did a blood test, because either I didn't want to not know and stress about it and just keep thinking and overthinking and going on Google and all that crazy stuff. So I just went ahead and got some blood work done. And in the whole process of this all, I'm still bleeding. I'm not bleeding heavy, but I'm bleeding lighter than a period, but more than spotting, if that makes sense. So around 4 4:35, we were sitting down for dinner and my phone rang and it was the doctor's, and it was my doctor, which I'm so glad it was her, because usually I get like the nurses, like the nursing assistant that calls you and just like relays the message, but I was so happy that I got to talk to my real doctor. So the doctor told me that my HCG dropped from 11 last Monday, which I went into the ER that day, which I talked about in my last video. So it was 11 last Monday, and today being Tuesday, so a week and a day, it went to 6. Yes, 6. It dropped 5 in a week. That's a long time. I figured that it would like drop from like 11 to 0 in a few days. That's why I took that pregnancy test last week in the video, which I don't know why it came up negative. It came up negative, but maybe it was just the pee was diluted, and since it was so faint today that when I took it, that's why it didn't maybe come up last week. I don't know, but yeah, I still have hormones in my body from the last pregnancy, and it's going on 6 weeks, and I'm still bleeding, and I'm not pregnant. The doctor basically told me that I'm going to do blood work next Tuesday, so a week from today. So that's probably when I'll do my next update. But a week from today, I go to do more blood work, and she said that by then it should be 0, and then my body will be ovulating, and then I'll get my period 2 weeks after that. So I've been testing with OPKs. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna waste my OPKs while I'm still considered pregnant and not even ovulating. I think it's just gonna stress me out and confuse me even more than I need right now. I've been really stressed out about this, and I know that like everybody around me is telling me to relax and just, you know, let it run its course, but it's been 6 weeks of non-stop bleeding, of not knowing what's going on with my body, and especially when you're trying to conceive, it's like, hurry up, let's go, like let's get this over with so we can try again. And it's been a very long process, but I guess I'm happy to know what's going on, so I'm not questioning, am I pregnant with a new baby or is this the old one? So at least I know now that it is still my miscarriage taking its course, and I just gotta bleed it out or ride it out or whatever, and that is that. I will see you guys in my next update. Until then, go and check out my Instagram, and I will leave that all down below for you guys. It's just, you can get more updates and you won't have to wait for a weekly update or a video to know what's going on with me. I will post there if anything changes first, and then I will make a video, so go ahead and check that out. And that is it for this video, so I will see you guys in my next update.